Hello, hello, my name is Emma and welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim. So I think this game came out a few years ago, it's actually like a KFC game, so it's to promote it. I never played it because I didn't have a reason to and I wasn't super curious. But I mean, now that we've done 2 bird games, why not eat them? That's the only logical progression from like whatever it was before, Also, I'd like to show you literally the opening sequence that I came into before we start this game. Okay? As you can see, very, very, very chicken. That's all I can describe it with. Super, super enthusiastic, I don't know, man. It's Colonel Sanders, KFC, what am I supposed to say? Okay, let's begin the new game. Before we get started, let's tell us your name. It's still Emma. Okay. Who is that in the left side? Oh my god, that's the best poster I've ever seen on the right side. Oh my god, I want that poster! I wonder if this is voice acted. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Ugh, imagine being a student. Can't relate. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever, dreaming of the Colonel. Or you could wake up now! The first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Did they get like the, what's it called? The yellow like rubber chicken and just go quack, quack. Smack the clock and up and at 'em, throw the clock. I mean, to be fair, our window's not open. Smack the clock! Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School. What? Academy for Learning. What? Why did you use 3 school words in the title? Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Let's think about the future a little bit. If we start taking this too seriously, we might get stressed out. It's here, finally. Your first day at culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. What does this do? Oh, it's menu. Resume. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. No, the Colonel! I can't upset the Colonel! I don't want him to be not mad, but disappointed. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in the hurry. Delicious. Voice acting, 10 out of 10. I literally just ate a biscuit. I could feel the biscuit in my mouth. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds for my culinary masterpiece. Yikes, you're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets of KFC fried chicken as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. They really made this a whole, like, isekai titled school, didn't they? Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam! She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Emma! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? It's the only thing I have going for me ever since my life started, actually. Actually, I'm, because I sure am! Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. God, she's so cute. She's so cute already. I want to copy her pose right now. What the? It's just, this morning I made breakfast for myself, but like, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I guess she has no self-love, guys. She don't love herself enough to make the food. Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very, very high standard. Ugh, rich people. Rich class chef people. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Why is there a quicksand box in the nursery? We'll never know, but the kindergarten closed right after. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I've ever known. You're going to be great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Did you guys pay for this? For the famous 3-day only semesters? Is that even semester at that point? Sweet girl. Miriam had always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous at her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. But she did love that mannequin to death. Too bad her parents threw it away because it wasn't made out of fried chicken. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let us gossip about the school that we've only just started attending then. It's hard to see Miriam like this and, frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something a bit more interesting, like the hottie with the beard and the whitened hair, and the maker of the chicken. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read on the student message board? Any new deets, Miriam? I know you're connected, I know you got in. With just a little bit of nepotism, but also with the highest standards you ever had. Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harlan, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's only had them ever since he was born, from an egg. Oh my, he must be an alien. An egg like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. Out of chicken eggs come chickens, not humans. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his beautiful, shining, charming smile. You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't apply to him. Dreamy. Before you could get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. I think I'm also rich, because I have engraved measuring spoons. Hey! It's Ashley. It's Ashley! Spelled just like those millennial mothers who choose their names based on putting a normal name and spelling it completely wrong. Your arch rival. She looks like the vampire with her blood red eyes and tiny teefy, but she's also cute like that. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it, especially from me. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Emma's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or any weird insults get to us unless you insult us in front of the colonel. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man Man. The names are here great. They are great. Van the Man Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see them casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van? You rang me? The character design in this game is so good. It's so good. I'm having so much fun already. You're never sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van the Man Man have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Oh my god, Van, you're the man. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. I'm not gonna remember any of these voices I'm using on these people. With the first 2 days of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. When Miriam looks like she's about to throw some hands. Let's go, Miriam.
See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy little kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. He's a little weak. He can't open the door. Ugh, did he just fart? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. Ah, what a fool. Of course. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this even be a student of the school? He must be one heck of a chef. He looks like he's in elementary school, maybe even preschool. Although his name tag certainly says Bob, but I'm sure he's reading it upside down. He doesn't even know his own name. Hi Pop, I'm Emma, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the old man walked... Oh, the old man? The young man. Sorry, I messed you up with Pop. The old man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. I don't go after children. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge. Who are you? In the far left. I've never seen your face. Who could you be? We're learning the Pythagorean theorem of chicken today. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chick-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the desk. Adorable. This pooch, beautiful. Those eyes, a little bit dead, though. The pooch isn't looking the best. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup? And why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAO. Please, call me Professor Dog. I must be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Oh, that was a bad woof. It is what it is. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. The only question I have is, what if the dog hair gets into the food? Is that a safety hazard? Oh my, there's a chicken on that podium. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush in around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the door. And then, he walks in. Ooh, look at those glasses. Never knew he was the Megane type. You instantly swept up at the allure of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Look at that snatched waist. Look at that body line. Look at those wrists. He's beautiful. He's also a little... he's fine. He's just beautiful. No words for him. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harold! Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry. Couldn't register it. Colonel's so beautiful. Professor Dog, before he could finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. I always thought it was Colonel, but it's Colonel. It's wild. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desk. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. It's like he's making us all the fried chicken. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over there must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before faucet pit melts into the puddle and evaporates entirely. I was the descendant of a witch. Of course I would do that. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is it about all your really weird insults? You could come up with better ones. They're like you're in preschool. Ooh, the moment you turn to find Colonel Sanders standing in front of you. Colonel Standards because his standards must be so high with how good he looks. Beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this class gets hotter than a Kentucky Friar. Please, use my handkerchief. Oh my god, look at those muscles. They're beautiful. I can't even pick up his handkerchief because my arms are weak. Like spaghetti. I can't process his beauty. You freeze up. He's talking to you. He blows a kiss! Wait. Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? But maybe he's into it. He blew a kiss at you. We just gotta... we gotta breathe. Anything to have a piece of the Colonel. I'll take this handkerchief. You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it in your face, but when you do it, the feeling is transcendent. It has its natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious fried chicken you've ever smelled. This man only smells like fried chicken. That's why the dogs love him. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of the culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be a really adorable tiny food. Oh, my favorite. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sports and compete in the Brome cooking arena, just like that one show. Food Wars, known as Shokugeki. Just then, another student enters the class and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. It's only the first day and you only have 3 days left. Are you sure you're even in the right place, you ghostly bastard? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. No one recognizes me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students. That tardiness is unacceptable. My voice is really just being that way today. But whatever works. Even Clark made it in time, rolling across halfway the town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance? The class burst into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When it gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up around you, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as your teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Well, we are in a school of chicken. I do like chicken. Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well. I think there could be some competition for our new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving her hands slick with the coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously. Yeah, I fed the teacher, and you didn't. What are you gonna do about it? But pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. And as everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Emma, there's a seat here. It seems no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. Pal, bro, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. No offense, but you understand me, right? I gotta sit next to the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears to have brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect, upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. He doesn't need that. He's such a genius, it just goes in his brain and nowhere else. It stays. Thank you for offering me the seat. I only have 2 rules. And do as you can and do the best you can. It's the only way you can get the feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring, Colonel. You're my role model. Did you know that? I'm actually a fan, a part of the fan club. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a quiz about me! The incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp. Oh. Gotta regain that voice. Keep your knives... Oh, I can't do it anymore. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If A is traveling to point B and train point B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Especially looking at you, Pop, and your snotty little hands, child. That's right. Forest is a tree as chicken is to, well, a forest is the bigger part of a tree. When we think of the forest, it is a tree that is in the forest. So if we're being honest, chicken is in the eye of the beholder. But, let's see, feather doesn't feel quite right. No, that's about right. Chickens have feathers. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A fork? A comically oversized fork? I kind of like comically oversized fork, but I prefer the normal type of fork. If we have a meat tenderizer, you can only lick the juices off the meat and maybe get salmonella depending on what you cook. A comically oversized fork may be too big for the tiny pieces of Popeye. Ooh, almost said the wrong brand. They didn't catch me there. The same as, popcorn chicken. But it's a spork, but you can scoop it. I'd say spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken? You know what it is. Anything as long as... Honestly, I'd take a pancake, but honestly, anything. I could go for some fried chicken. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes. He's the best boy! Your total score is 5 out of 5. Wow, to be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Thank you. I feel so good thanks to your compliment, Colonel. Hot diggity, Emma. You just scored 1 major Colonel Sandals point with performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be also serious about eating. Oh my god, the windows? Oh god, this is actually a really nice cafeteria. I like the windows. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch! It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was, Howdy, folks! I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Woo! Sanders! But, Shh. Can't you hear the Colonel speaking? Lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell is. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? He's brought it. The chicken. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if saying, "Stop thinking and start eating!" For years, I've been developing a secret technique for the perfect fried chicken, and also I don't have a specific voice, because the person voicing me can't figure out what she's trying to do. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What do you think about that stupid secret recipe, dude? Psh, nah, my dude, nah. Oh. What? You think we want that stupid recipe, dude? Psh, nah, dude, nah. I'm just, drafting my last will testament in case one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! I love you, Van Van. You know, you're pretty solid, too. You're such a clown. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Oh my god, Van Van, your eyes are not okay. You wait to see what Zinger Ashla has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I know at that moment that the only hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he's destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take us. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes go wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and acting unimpressed. Easy now, that's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and you sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Oh my. We've isekai'd so hard, we're outside of the universe. It's like it's looking back at me. It's how I feel. Maybe this fried chicken is something greater than I am. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food teleports you into another dimension. Along with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float wastelessly. Let us swim towards the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense, you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer and closer until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Emma now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Ah! And that's how I died from fried chicken! Fine. I guess we can't accept the chicken in its full whole heart. Try again. Biscuit man, load please. Biscuit. Okay, let's skip. Okay, I have to hold it for this one. Let's go, Colonel. We're gonna feel your whole heart and soul in this chicken. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach him. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break up the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was in that chicken? Ha ha! How bold of you to come out and ask. Oh my god, Colonel, where'd you get that chicken stick from? It looks even better in your hands. Are you the mage that created the first existence of fried chicken? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that made me my fortune and established my legacy for all time as I opened a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only starting. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not giving it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. He has a bit of a disgusted look on his face, though. I guess that wasn't right. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure he's truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just 1 ingredient, but you can't tell. I use beep. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where'd you get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared like the magician he is. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. My god, Colonel, you look so great. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I don't think it needs more. Nag him to show your own strength. Be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you, I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the comment, Emma. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feelings about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each person gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's so magnificent. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow this? I believe in you, Miriam. You're so cute. You can never do it. Oh wait, I mean, you can never give up. Never give up, never surrender. You're not gonna blow anything. Except, maybe, kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. No, we've really betrayed her. I was actually planning to stick with my best friend. I'm so sorry, Miriam, but I'm just magnetically attracted to the Colonel. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? And team 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop beep. Oh my. 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but what's the price you pay for not being alone forever? Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I'm thinking Beep Boop. The other kid probably doesn't wash his hands. Clank. Sorry, Pop. I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this point. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tishu, I hardly know you. That was cringy. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression this is a sign of affection. Oh my. The next relationship. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island, it takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare, octo... Okay, look! Look! I like mashed potatoes. I like potatoes. This isn't even a KFC thing, I just like potatoes. I've always been something of a down-home chef, you know? I was thinking we could make something more inviting. You know, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders. Oh my gosh, I keep calling him Colonel Standards. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes! No, please let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh over there. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners, mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your grubby, greasy little fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Emma's dream, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. What's the deal, remember? Poor Van Van. I think Van Van just wants to be with her, man, but Van Van really just ain't doing it. Look, Van Van, if she ain't got you, I got you. If this Sanders thing isn't working out, I'll use you as a rebound. Sorry, Van Van, that wasn't true, but I'd like to be friends with you. You seem chill. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Emma was struggling, so we offered to give her a hand. You know how it is. Those young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you'd be able to get on my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I would make a better partner for you than this thing that has been positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel that deep down we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. To be fair, Ashley do got thigh. She do got thigh. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel. If you don't watch out, Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Miriam. Turn to Colonel. Colonel, look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. Look at her slander. You sure you really want to partner with her? I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn, oh, he don't look happy. You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Emma as my partner in this activity, so I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you have Emma's natural talent or their loyalty. Whew. Whew. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be seen. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of this moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you knew so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders. Stop calling him Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, one of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Ooh, look at those bowls. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Oh my god. My heart. He winked. He winked. He's beautiful. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Oh my. Oh my. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that short moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensils into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up in. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes against Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! God, we wasted mashed potatoes. I'm disappointed in you, actually. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold it right there, Emma. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you're both prepared to eat it you'll both be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back, a covered dish in his hand. Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, what is this? What is he holding? Mashed potatoes and gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal glazed with my specially braised tail of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe plate forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will be looking on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off his plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have been turned in the process. The results could be toxic! Too late, it's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone, step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped into Pop's mouth. Pops winces in pain, and then for a moment, it's almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison! The entire class just gathered to watch Pop's final moment. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying students and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on a different vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know. They're not a great representation of my skill. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about a food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you've developed feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Emma? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream. And one day I would be the greatest chef the world had ever seen. And every day since then I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our soul may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, yeah, will you? Shut up! I'm here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of this story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I, also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! What the fuck? That is horrible! That's horrible! The Spork Monster is here to...
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero!
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef at an emotional level?
Be afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Let's see what attacks this bitch got. Defend! You decide to defend. What defense will you choose? Trepidation. Close your eyes tight, but open one just enough to squint and see the Spork Master across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spilt hot gravy on you. You take 1 damage. Felt a lot of good that defense did. Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. He focuses his mashed mind and draws an energy with Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love again! Cook with love takes 1 damage, does 1 damage. They're no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive this battle. We have to attack again, though. Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage. They're oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean this up. The poor janitor. Feeling vulnerable. Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here! Colonel Sanders, looking so amazing, summons the energy of 1,000 chickens! Pot pie power punch! Oh, that's pinch! Pot pie power pinch! Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. Yikes. Yes, you saved me. Injured Spork Monster spews steam from it into the night. Finish him! Should I finish him? He's an abomination! Finish him! No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. The monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. You ready your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction! Does 10 damage! Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sander looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Emma. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be at first a cookbook, but upon further inspection, it's so much more. It's a book with magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name is signed as Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you starts to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. How are you in my room, Colonel? The image of Colonel Sander flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired sleep. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the energy to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Hello, friends. Oh, hi, Ghost Dude. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, is it? It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spurk monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him I like him. I like him. We got to talking after class, and he's totally a sweet guy. Like, not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted the prom king at a school that he didn't even go to, and has a convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I think maybe something got lost in pressure cooker translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in the school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy of Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ah ha ha ha, sure you did. You're great, why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how you're going to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why would he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that, a secret ingredient. Is that a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! This man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was his powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals. And if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, very strange feeling came over me. And the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Carl's secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone. Cough. Zipper. Cough. Please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has ever known it. No one has to know it comes from you or from Colonel Sanders. No. No. We're loyal. We're not backstabbers. We're loyal. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of wish potions, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eye lights up imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. The wind rushes in. Cherry petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arrived at school. Run to him! You decide the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you onto the back of the stallion and ride away. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. Shh. I might have scared the horse. Shh. I don't want anything to do with scaring the horse, so we're going back, guys. We respect horse rights in this channel, okay? Horses do not deserve to be scared. Interesting. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. Let's go with that. You meet up with your bestie, and then we skip. And we're not gonna stare at the horse. We're not gonna scare the horse. The horse deserves better. I don't care if the relationship doesn't bloom. Horse rights. Make up a fake ingredient. And then stand back and admire his glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Did not deserve to be scared. I'm so sorry. Without even acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on the rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a hortiful bit you have. I mean, what a hortiful bit you have. I mean, that's what I just said, frick. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Emma just gets really nervous around people she likes. Why? That's not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and smiles to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be something really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're able to handle this. Why don't you just make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Act like you're not interested. You sit next to the rivals and leave your back towards them. You can even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a bit of a magical spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, aren't you? You make the rules? I'm not sure if you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills, okay? It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little. Evil. You finally get a look at what they're hiding and you immediately recognize it. It's the book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. And that's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom and its contents are a secret. You notice they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolled right over Van Van's meaty foot. Van Van can deal with it. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Hey, don't talk about Miriam's future boyfriend like that, okay? You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. You're just in the way. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard of such a language. Not even from a stand mixer. Wump wump. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Humans are measly in comparison to Van Van. Van Van is dead, actually. But Clank was the victor of this battle. Wow, you look so innocent. You look so innocent, Ash. Like, protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it's over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashlake's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seat. Yeah, I don't remember what I did for him. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the class, just like the true professor dog he is. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. They called it Chicken Scratch. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Emma? Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. What item do you want to sample? Pepper! The dog biscuit too normal. The other one too normal. Gotta get the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands in front of the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Ooh! This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message! Woo! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny! As you must do, all you must do is... I'm saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still have some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. The prophet... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come in and find everyone staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! You think to yourself, geez, I should have paid more attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch! Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals make a dramatic announcement. Okay. We're going to stop here. Let's see actually real quick. Okay, yeah, we're going to stop here for now, and then I'll finish Colonel maybe next time, maybe tomorrow, who knows. So yeah, that was... What even is the title? Finger-lickin' Love. I'll call it that. Finger-lickin' Love with the chicken and the Colonel. There we go. And so, I think I've been having a lot of fun with this game so far. Its characters, well built, well quirky. They're like stereotypes, but they're like the funniest part of the stereotype. So, that's cool. Colonel Sanders is a beaut. Let's be real here. Colonel Sanders is a beaut. The dog, cute. Miriam, adorable. Van Van deserves better, but also he killed a dude, so he needs to go to jail. And, Ashley. So that was all for this time. That's all for today. I'll see y'all next time.